In Lesson 7-5, we are going to create a hierarchy of triangles. A triangle is defined as a shape that has three sides. So here this shape has one side, two sides, and three sides. So this shape is a triangle. Triangles can be big or little. They can be skinny or fat. As long as they have three sides, it is a triangle. This shape has four sides, so it is not a triangle. There are different kinds of triangles. An equilateral triangle has all three sides that are equal. And that's easy to remember because it starts with the word equal, just spelled a little differently. That's how we say it. And it means all three sides are equal. And that would look something like this, where each side is 1 foot by 1 foot by 1 foot. Sometimes triangles are shown with hash marks instead of dimensions on the side. So it might look something like this. This shows that each side is equal to each other, because there are the same number of tick marks or hash marks on each side of that triangle. Another type of triangle is an isosceles triangle. It must have at least two sides with equal sides. So here we have two sides that are 2 feet and one side that's 1 foot. So this matches the definition, at least two equal sides. We can also show an isosceles triangle with hash marks. So here this side has 2 hash marks, and so does this one, because both of these sides are congruent or equal. But this little side is different, so it only has 1. It has a different number of hash marks compared to the other 2 sides. We're going to build a hierarchy of triangles today. And a hierarchy is a way to organize shapes, and it's usually from the most general to more specific. And we can show hierarchies in several different ways. We can show a hierarchy with circles, just like you see on Dreambox. Sometimes we might use arrows, and other times we might use a flowchart similar to this. The most general topic of your hierarchy is called your category. And the categories below that main category are called subcategories. So this is our subcategory 1, and inside we have another subcategory 2. And we can do this with any of our categories here, or any of our hierarchies here. So let's build a hierarchy of the 3 different types of triangles that we talked about. So we have the category triangle, the category equilateral triangles, and the category isosceles triangle. Which one is the most general type of triangle that we can put as our top category? The most general one that fits all of them would be the triangle, just a plain triangle. So that's going to be our first one, first category, our main one at the very top. Then we need to figure out which one comes next. So let's ask ourselves, does an isosceles triangle also fit the category equilateral triangle? Now isosceles only needs to have 2 sides that are equal, and an equilateral needs 3 sides that are equal. So it's not possible for an isosceles, if it only has 2, to also be an equilateral. But what about the other way around? Is an equilateral triangle also an isosceles triangle? Again, equilateral needs all 3 sides to be equal. In isosceles, the definition is at least 2 sides are equal. So it can also be 3 sides. So this checks out. There are 2 sides there that are equal. So the next specific one would be isosceles. And then the very bottom one will be equilateral. Now make sure you copy down our triangle hierarchy onto page 246 so that you can fill it out with the triangle cards that I give you in class.